Hey everybody, welcome back. We got a lot to talk about today. I got a lot of things to show you guys. So let's go over and take a look. So as you can see, we're on the lift and we've got quite a few things taken apart here. A lot of what's going on is leading up to our going to the Colorado State Patrol and getting an inspection. So what we did was we went down to the county DMV and we were able to get a permit for a day so that we can do some testing on the car. And what we have to do is we have to do all of the safety features that are required for a car to be on the road for when we get our inspection. So those are, we need a emergency brake. So the emergency brakes have to be in force. So we've wired up this guy right here. This is going to be our emergency brake switch. So we can turn our emergency brake on and off. Currently the car has to be on for it to operate. But this will basically do that RAM that I showed on one of the earlier videos to actually lock up the emergency brake. So we've got that done. The other two things that we've had to add are we've had to add a horn to the car. So the car needs a horn. We also have to do windshield wipers. And so what we got here is a universal kit where we've got the motor and then we've got this reciprocating basically wire here. And what that does is it goes through two of these little guys, which have a gear in there that will ride on that that little wire with the coil around it, and then oscillate these two shafts. So we've got to get a system together and then mount those underneath the frame here so that they pop up where there are holes in our plastic piece. That piece is right here. You can see the holes here, and there's a hole here. That's where we're going to have to put our windshield wipers. So we've already mapped that out. And then I will have to put this back on the car, and also the windshield surround, which you can see is actually off the car right now. And the reason for that is we took the Lexan windshield out because apparently in Colorado we can't use a Lexan windshield. So we have to do a glass windshield, and so I have enlisted the help of professionals. They're part of a company called Chip Pros Auto Glass. So a shout out to Kevin Salazar, who is looking into this for me, and hopefully will cut me down a safety glass windshield that will fit our needs for this car. And I think I've iterated this a number of times where basically I've said that I'm not willing to go to a shorter windshield because I just don't think it makes the car look appropriate. So that's one of the things that we've are getting together, and April 4th is our deadline. So the other thing that I've had to do is I was not happy with my master cylinder for the brakes, and also the way the brake lines were run could lead to a lot of air bubbles. And so what I've done is I've replaced that with a Willwood master, and then I've set it up so that we don't get any of those, everything's downstream from a gravity perspective, so that I don't get any bubbles in the system. And then we have this nice little bias adjuster here, so this will allow us to do the pressure difference between the rear and the front brakes, so that we can apply more power to the front brakes. And obviously, we still have our vacuum booster there, which gives us our power brakes. So that's ongoing. I'm currently bleeding the system, but it seems to be working great. The other problem with the other master cylinder, which I have sitting over here, is it was getting to a position where it would actually freeze up. So after I'd operate it for a while, it would actually freeze up and the rear brakes wouldn't let go. And so I was having problems. I think in some of my videos, you saw me kind of revving the engine a lot and potentially burning out the clutch. And it was because I was trying to overcome resistance from this system and this brake basically staying locked up, which now is not the case. So one of the last things that is necessary is these guys, which is a horn. So we actually need a horn on the car. It's one thing that I kind of overlooked until the state patrol guy I talked to said, "Oh yeah, you make sure you have your horn working." So we got that working. I did hijack everything in here, and you can see that the horn works. Insert juvenile comments as you wish. But at any rate, we do have a horn, and it's working through the proper parts of the steering wheel. So I did have to fix my clock spring because it was apparently pretty trashed, and so I actually had to fix the ribbon cables in there. Next, we have to have our lights, and we have to have our turn signals. So we actually have that all hijacked into the stock here. So if I turn on the turn signals, you can see our side marker lights are working, as well as our regular turn signals. So that's important. And the other thing that we have to have working are our hazards. So we have our hazards that are also working. And they're also working in the back here, you can see. So, but yeah, I think we're in a good position to be almost finished with a lot of those features, and then we will get our permit for 2 weeks from today, and we will get to drive the car out to the State Patrol's office and see what they say, and hopefully they give us a pass. If they do give us a pass, we will get a multiple month permit to be able to drive the car around and possibly go to shows. The other things that we've got working are the headlights. We've got the brights working. Again, I hijacked the Audi stock that I'm using. For the windshield wipers, I'll just be hooking up a simple switch for this because I'm really not going to drive the car in the rain, and they just need a demonstration that it actually works. So we'll just hook up a simple switch for that. But everything else is getting set. So that's the work that we've been doing on this. Hopefully I'll be getting that windshield in later this week. I'm actually on vacation this week. And then I can get all of this other wiring finished so that we can get down and make our appointment on the 4th. I'll be doing some content on that. I'll be showing you some videos. Obviously, I don't want to show the faces of the officers, but we'll do a little bit of video around our inspection. And if I do some video with them, I'll make sure that it's that they're okay with it. And then we'll see if we can go to the DMV and be able to get our license. So pretty exciting. I hope it all goes well. I'm told that as long as I'm not a complete idiot, that they will pass the car. I did that with my last project, the '69 Mustang, and it was very easy to do. You know, turn signals, emergency lights, reflectors in the right spot, all of that kind of stuff. So keep your fingers crossed. Wish me luck. The other thing that I've done is some folks have wanted to contribute to the project, which we're going to need moving forward. Pretty much at the end of my budget. But I want to get the car professionally bodyworked and painted, and so that's where most of those funds will go to. So if you can go to Subscribestar, Laser Sterling is our page, and if you want to, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. You know, we'll make it work out. And also that those funds will go to us being able to take this around to schools. So for literature and things of that nature. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and we'll see you next time.